I want to share with you something that scientists have recently discovered. What if you could tap into 100% of your brain's potential for just 10 minutes a day? In just 10 minutes, you can unlock enhanced memory, an almost instant ability to focus, and your creativity will soar to levels you never thought possible. Now, I know that sounds too good to be true, right? But what if I told you that it's actually quite simple and requires only 3 basic elements that, when combined, can take your mental game to the next level in less than 10 minutes? So here's the deal. Our brains are like supercomputers that can perform trillions of operations every second, yet studies show that we only use about 10% of its capacity. Why? Well, it's not because our brain lacks potential, it's because most of it is untapped. There's like this vast ocean of untapped potential within all of us. And the key to activating it lies in understanding how our brain works and using it more effectively. You see, our brain is a complex network of neurons that communicate with each other through electrical and chemical signals. When we think, learn, or perform any mental task, these neurons fire and create new connections, kind of like building a network of roads between cities. The more we use these pathways, the stronger they become. But here's the twist. Our brain is constantly changing and adapting, forming new connections and pruning away unused ones. This process is called neuroplasticity, and it's happening right now as we speak. So here's the million-dollar question. How do we hack this system and unlock our brain's full potential? First, let's talk about the importance of oxygen. You see, our brain needs a constant supply of oxygen to function properly. When we breathe in, oxygen enters our body and gets transported to our brain, where it helps neurons generate energy. But here's the kicker. Stress and anxiety can mess with our breathing patterns, leading to shallow breaths and reduced oxygen intake. And guess what? That can affect our brain function, making it harder to focus and remember things. In fact, there was this study published in the Journal of Clinical Psychiatry that found a link between anxiety, breathing patterns, and brain activity. Participants with higher anxiety levels had slower breathing and reduced blood flow to the prefrontal cortex, an area of the brain responsible for decision-making and attention. On the other hand, those with lower anxiety levels had faster breathing and better blood flow to that same area. So what can we do to fix this? Well, one solution is to practice deep breathing exercises. When we take deep breaths, we increase the amount of oxygen in our body, which can improve brain function and help us focus better. Not only that, but deep breathing also activates the parasympathetic nervous system, which is responsible for calming us down and reducing stress. In fact, there was a study published in the journal Learning and Memory that found that deep breathing during memory encoding led to improved recall. Participants who breathed deeply while studying a list of words were able to remember significantly more words than those who breathed shallowly. Now, I know it might seem like a simple solution, but trust me, it makes a world of difference. Just a few minutes of deep breathing exercises can help you get into a state of calm and focus, allowing you to perform at your best. Next, let's talk about visualization. You see, our brain is capable of creating vivid mental images that can be just as real as what we see with our eyes. And here's where things get interesting. When we visualize something, our brain actually activates the same areas that would be involved if we were experiencing it in real life. For example, if you imagine taking a walk in the park, your brain will activate the visual centers, triggering the release of neurotransmitters like dopamine and serotonin, which are associated with pleasure and reward. In fact, there was a study published in the Journal of Neurophysiology that found that imagining a movement activates the same brain areas as actually performing the movement. This means that we can trick our brain into thinking it's doing something by simply visualizing it. So, how can we put this to good use? Well, for starters, we can use visualization to rehearse for an upcoming event. For example, if you have a big presentation coming up, you can visualize yourself giving the presentation successfully. This can help you build confidence and reduce anxiety. We can also use visualization to improve our performance in sports or other activities. By visualizing yourself performing a skill perfectly, you can train your brain to believe in your ability to succeed. But that's not all. Visualization can also help us achieve our goals by creating a clear mental image of what we want to accomplish. When we have a clear vision of what we want, we're more likely to take action towards achieving it. In fact, there was a study published in the Journal of Graduate Medical Education that found that medical students who visualized themselves performing procedures were more confident in their ability to perform them. So if you want to unlock the full potential of your brain, make visualization a part of your daily routine. Whether you're preparing for a big event, trying to improve your performance, or simply setting goals for the future, taking a few moments to visualize your success can make all the difference. And finally, let's discuss rapid problem solving. You see, our brain loves to make connections. When we encounter a problem, our brain starts firing neurons to come up with solutions. The more we practice this, the more efficient our brain becomes at making connections. And guess what? This process can help us unlock new abilities and push the boundaries of what we thought was possible. For example, if you love solving puzzles, playing strategy games, or learning new skills, your brain will start to form new connections related to that activity. This means that you'll get better at solving similar problems and finding creative solutions. And it's not just about problem solving. Rapid problem solving can also help us improve our memory, attention, and focus. By challenging our brain to think critically and come up with solutions, we're also strengthening the connections between neurons, which can lead to better cognitive performance. In fact, there was a study published in the journal Frontiers in Psychology that found that engaging in mentally stimulating activities such as problem solving and critical thinking can lead to increased cognitive reserve. This means that our brain is able to compensate for age-related decline more effectively, keeping our minds sharp as we get older. So how can we use rapid problem solving to our advantage? Well, for starters, we can engage in activities that challenge our brain, such as puzzles, strategy games, or learning a new language. We can also expose ourselves to novel situations that require us to think on our feet and come up with solutions. This could involve traveling to a new place, meeting new people, or trying out a new hobby. Now, I know it might seem like a lot of work, but the benefits are worth it. Just a few minutes of engaging in mentally stimulating activities can help you unlock new abilities and push the boundaries of what you thought was possible. So let's recap. If you want to unlock the full potential of your brain for just 10 minutes a day, you need to combine 3 triggers: deep breathing for better oxygen flow visualization to activate your brain's potential, and rapid problem solving to spark new connections. When you do this for just 10 minutes, your mind will enter a state of laser focus and clarity that you've never experienced before. It's not magic, it's science. The real question is, are you ready to flip the switch and experience your full brain power today? Thank you for watching, and until next time, keep expanding your mind and reaching new heights of awesomeness. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe for more amazing content. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss out on our latest content. Have a great day.